Introduction. Many of us think that achieving financial success hinges on our level of education and intelligence. However, Morgan Housel, a finance expert, introduces a different idea in The Psychology of Money. He suggests that the real key to financial success is grasping human behavior. Housel proposes that by comprehending how emotions and beliefs shape your financial choices, you'll be able to make smarter decisions about money. In this guide, you will discover the reasons behind people's struggles to attain financial success and understand your own motivations for desiring money. You'll also gain insights into building a solid financial strategy, crafting one that you can stick to over many years, and effectively implementing it throughout those years. Additionally, you'll learn how to focus on the relevant information required to stay on track. Why some people don't succeed financially. Despite the abundance of money, many individuals struggle with effective financial management. Housel identifies two primary reasons for this: our tendency to underestimate the role of luck in financial outcomes and our confusion between the concepts of wealth and richness. Lesson number 1: the impact of chance on our financial lives. We often fail to recognize the significant influence of chance in our financial journeys. Housel exemplifies this with Bill Gates' success story, emphasizing that luck played a substantial role alongside his intelligence. For instance, Gates' access to a school computer in 1968 was a rare opportunity that greatly contributed to his future achievements. Housel cautions against dismissing the role of chance, as many individuals attempt to replicate the actions of the exceptionally successful. However, due to the unpredictability of luck, mimicking their paths may not yield the same level of success. Exceptional success stories are often shaped by unique circumstances, making it challenging to extract practical lessons from them. Instead, Housel recommends focusing on identifying patterns rather than merely idolizing successful individuals. If numerous wealthy individuals used strategy A to achieve their wealth, while only one person succeeded with strategy B, it is more reasonable to conclude that adopting strategy A increases the likelihood of financial prosperity for others. Recognizing and learning from these patterns can offer more realistic and practical guidance for achieving financial well-being. Lesson number 2: the distinction between wealth and riches. In The Psychology of Money, Housel highlights another factor contributing to the financial struggles of many: the confusion between being wealthy and being rich. Here's a breakdown for clarity. Being wealthy means having a substantial amount of money saved or invested that you could use if desired, but you're currently choosing not to spend it. Rich, in contrast, being rich refers to having a high current income, allowing you to indulge in expensive items and a lavish lifestyle. The critical point is that it's easy to identify someone who is rich by observing their extravagant spending habits. However, you can't determine if someone is wealthy just by their appearance, as their true wealth is hidden in their savings and investments, not on display. Understanding the distinction between being wealthy, focusing on saving and investing, and being rich, having a high current income and spending, is essential. People often mimic the spending behaviors of the rich without realizing that they may not be genuinely wealthy. Following this lead can lead to financial difficulties, as true wealth is built through saving and investing, not through excessive spending. While learning how to become wealthy through imitation may be challenging, it's much simpler to imitate the spending habits of rich individuals. However, without comprehending the difference between the two, individuals might fall into the trap of overspending and draining their finances. In summary, being aware of the distinction between being wealthy and being rich is crucial for making wise financial decisions and safeguarding long-term financial well-being. Understanding your motivation for money. Now that we've delved into the reasons for financial struggles, let's embrace the essential perspectives that Housel considers crucial for a positive money mindset. Money's value lies in its ability to grant you control over your time, and achieving a sufficient amount of money is an attainable goal. Lesson number 3: money provides control over our time. Housel presents a compelling idea: money gives us something invaluable, control over our time, a critical source of happiness. Put simply, having money means having the power to determine how we use our time. When we control our time, we decide what we want to do and when. This sense of control is vital for our well-being. When we feel we lack control, we may resist doing things we actually want to do, just to regain that sense of control. Sadly, many modern Americans lack control over their time. The prevalence of knowledge work blurs the boundaries between work and personal life, leaving us feeling like we're always working and having little control, resulting in unhappiness. So, how can we increase happiness? According to Housel, end-of-life interviews reveal that people value having control over their time. Being able to spend time on meaningful activities, like nurturing quality relationships, enhances happiness. In essence, having money offers us greater control over our time, leading to increased happiness. This underscores the importance of prudent financial management, not just for financial security, but for the freedom and joy derived from controlling our time. Lesson number 4, finding happiness with enough. In The Psychology of Money, Housel explores the concept of having enough money and how it correlates with financial success. Let's break it down clearly. Now that we understand the value of money in granting us life control, the question arises, what's the appropriate financial goal? Housel refrains from providing an exact figure, recognizing its variability. However, he warns against the trap of perpetually desiring more than necessary, which can result in squandering all our resources. Learning contentment with having enough is pivotal for achieving financial success. Some individuals are never satisfied, regardless of their wealth. Their perpetual quest for more may push them to unnecessary risks, jeopardizing existing wealth while chasing superfluous abundance. To attain contentment with enough, Housel suggests a valuable technique: resist the temptation to constantly elevate your lifestyle standards. The pursuit of ever-increasing luxury never leads to genuine satisfaction. Moreover, it fosters envy, diminishing life's enjoyment. Instead, upon reaching a lifestyle that fulfills your needs and desires, it's essential to consciously decide to be content and happy with that level. By embracing enough, you shield against undue risks, securing your financial well-being. In summary, embracing the concept of having enough money, finding contentment in what you have, and avoiding the ceaseless pursuit of more are pivotal for achieving financial success and enjoying a fulfilling life. What to include in your financial strategy? Now that you've gained a deeper understanding of how to approach your finances, let's delve into the 3 essential components that Housel deems vital for your financial strategy: harnessing the power of compounding, prioritizing savings, and preparing for unexpected events. Lesson number 5, leverage the power of compounding. Housel elucidates the potency of compounding, where the longer you invest your money, the more it can grow. This compounding effect means that your returns build upon each other, leading to a snowball effect of exponential growth. To capitalize on compounding, focus on investments that offer consistent and reliable results over time. This strategy is likely to yield the most significant returns in the long term. Surprisingly, the duration of your investments is the most pivotal factor in determining your investment success, even more crucial than seemingly significant factors like annual returns. Housel highlights this through a comparison between Warren Buffett and investor James Simons. Despite Simons' tripled annual returns compared to Buffett's wealth is 75% greater due to the extra 40 years of compounding. The power of compounding can defy intuition, causing many to overlook its potential. It's challenging to believe that patience and allowing investments to gradually grow can lead to remarkable outcomes. Instead, individuals often chase investments with the highest annual returns, seeking quick gains, even though these strategies may not be as effective as the steady growth achieved through compounding. Lesson number 6, prioritize saving money. In The Psychology of Money, Housel underscores the significance of prioritizing saving money as a fundamental element of a successful financial strategy. Let's break down the reasons why saving is crucial. Firstly, saving money is essential for wealth building. Wealth consists of the money you don't spend, meaning you can only accumulate wealth by saving and not consistently using your funds. Secondly, saving is a reliable method for building wealth as it's entirely within your control. Unlike other methods like investing or increasing income, saving doesn't depend on external factors and remains effective both now and in the future. Lastly, saving is comparatively easier than other wealth-building approaches. It's simpler to save money you already possess rather than attempting significant income increases or chasing high investment returns. To ensure effective savings, Housel recommends not overly concerning yourself with others' opinions. Often, overspending stems from an excessive desire to impress others with spending habits. However, once you prioritize your own needs and priorities over seeking external approval, you'll naturally spend less and save more. This prioritization of saving paves the way for a more secure financial future. Lesson number 7: Be ready for setbacks. According to Housel, the final indispensable element of any robust financial strategy is preparing for unforeseen setbacks. This preparation safeguards your financial future and ensures you remain in the game long enough to reap the benefits of compounding. Housel cautions against excessive optimism about your finances, which can lead to putting too much of your wealth at risk on a single strategy vulnerable to bad luck or unforeseen risks. Since the future is uncertain, relying on a plan that only works in a narrow set of scenarios can jeopardize your financial well-being. To protect yourself, it's essential to plan for a wide range of possible outcomes. This increases your chances of achieving financial success even if things don't unfold exactly as expected. By planning for setbacks, you can weather occasional losses and still be positioned to seize opportunities when they arise, potentially leading to significant gains. So, how can you effectively prepare for setbacks? Housel provides practical methods. 1. Never risk your entire fortune at once. Instead, expose only a small portion to risk at a time. This way, you'll have enough invested in safer options to cover any losses incurred by riskier investments. 2. Avoid creating strategies heavily dependent on a single factor. If that factor fails, the entire strategy could collapse. Instead, have backup systems in place to protect you if a particular factor doesn't pan out as anticipated. Being prepared for setbacks is a pivotal aspect of building a resilient and successful financial future. Crafting a financial strategy for longevity. You now have a good grasp of the essential elements to include in your financial strategy, but how can you ensure it remains viable over the long term? Housel emphasizes 2 key principles for your consideration: being adaptable to changes in your future goals and prioritizing practicality over strict logic. Lesson number 8: Embrace flexibility with future goals. Housel advises that when constructing a financial strategy to last over many years, it's crucial to anticipate changes in your future objectives. Allowing your money to remain untouched for extended periods allows for greater compound interest accumulation, which can be highly advantageous. However, people often struggle to leave their money untouched due to life's changes, and predicting exactly how their future selves will evolve proves challenging. Many individuals fall into the trap of the end-of-history illusion when devising financial plans. This psychological phenomenon leads them to recognize significant changes in their past but falsely assume minimal change in the future. In reality, future changes are likely to be as substantial as those in the past. To shield yourself from this illusion and make sounder financial decisions, Housel recommends avoiding extreme financial plans. Steer clear of committing to strategies that entail drastic changes in your daily routine, savings, or personal commitments. Extreme plans can lead to regret, such as focusing solely on a career but missing out on meaningful relationships. Additionally, if you adopt an extreme financial plan and later change your mind, you might miss out on the benefits of compound returns. For instance, if you believe you'll never want to settle in one place and choose lower-paying jobs to facilitate frequent travel, you may later desire retirement in a specific location. Unfortunately, you won't be able to recapture the compound returns you could have earned if you had opted for slightly better-paying jobs and invested that money. Being flexible with your future goals and avoiding extreme financial commitments will help you adapt to life changes and maximize financial success over the long haul. Lesson number 9. Prioritize practicality over pure logic. A pivotal aspect of crafting a long-term financial plan is choosing a strategy that's practical rather than solely logical. Housel suggests that many individuals mistakenly believe they need a purely logical approach, one that solely aims to maximize earnings, because it appears to be the best way to generate the most money. However, what people truly need is a practical strategy that prioritizes peace of mind. Interestingly, following such a practical strategy can, in the long run, maximize your earnings. Housel points out that adopting a practical strategy can ultimately boost your earnings, even if it doesn't rigidly adhere to the principles of maximizing earnings. This is because it takes into consideration essential non-financial factors that logical strategies often overlook, such as avoiding regrets or the ease of adhering to a particular plan. So, how does this work in practice? Housel emphasizes repeatedly that the longer your money remains invested, the greater the likelihood of its growth. Therefore, the most effective long-term financial strategy involves selecting a plan and sticking to it over the long haul. Given that people are more prone to deviate from a purely logical strategy if it induces feelings of regret or proves excessively challenging to follow, a practical strategy that's easier to adhere to will ultimately yield greater financial gains. To create a practical strategy, Housel suggests investing in companies that resonate with you emotionally. Admittedly, this might seem illogical, as your emotional attachment to a company doesn't directly influence its earnings potential. However, if a beloved company performs poorly, you're less likely to hastily abandon your investment due to your emotional connection. By investing in companies you have an emotional affinity for, you're more likely to remain invested for extended periods, thereby contributing to greater wealth accumulation in the long run. Navigating investment challenges. Now that you understand the principles behind creating a lasting financial plan, how can you handle the inevitable challenges in a constantly changing market? Housel provides 2 valuable lessons to help you effectively manage unfavorable news, embrace uncertainty, and recognize that persistent effort, even in the face of frequent setbacks, can lead to eventual success. Lesson number 10. Embrace uncertainty. Housel emphasizes a critical approach to dealing with bad news: embrace uncertainty. He argues that for sustained success in long-term investing, it's essential to acknowledge the presence of uncertainty during market fluctuations. Without this acceptance, persevering through uncertainties and allowing your returns to compound over time can be difficult. Housel explains that investing inherently involves an element of uncertainty, and the potential for higher gains often comes with greater uncertainty. For instance, the longer you let your stock investments grow, the more your money can increase. However, this also means you'll be exposed to the uncertainty of not knowing precisely how your money will fare. According to Housel, many people attempt to reduce uncertainty by trying to time the market, but this often results in financial losses since accurately timing the market is unfeasible. Therefore, Housel's recommendation is to embrace the inevitability of uncertainty when investing. Remind yourself that you're trading short-term tranquility for the potential of long-term investing success. This mindset can help you endure the challenges of the market over an extended period, enabling your returns to compound effectively. Lesson number 11. Persistence can lead to success, even amid frequent failures. Staying hopeful in the face of unfavorable news is essential because, remarkably, you can achieve success even when failures are a regular part of the journey. Housel clarifies that many instances of financial triumph you hear about are attributed to rare and improbable events, often considered strokes of luck. These exceptional occurrences, when they favorably transpire, possess such extraordinary impact that they compensate for a series of smaller setbacks a business might encounter. The catch is that our focus typically gravitates towards these extraordinary events of success, overshadowing the failures they counterbalance. This skewed perspective leads us to underestimate the rarity of these exceptional occurrences and, conversely, overlook the commonality of failure. Consequently, when setbacks inevitably arise in our own endeavors, we tend to overreact. However, understanding the prevalence of failure can be liberating. Recognizing that you can experience failure on multiple occasions and still ultimately achieve success allows you to respond more reasonably to your setbacks. To navigate this, Housel suggests redirecting your attention away from the frequency or magnitude of individual failures and toward their cumulative impact on your overall financial well-being. Housel contends that the exceptional events in your journey can offset the effects of numerous individual failures. Consequently, fixating solely on the frequency of failures or the outcome of a single investment provides an incomplete and distorted view of your financial health. Instead, focus on the broader scope of your financial situation, as that is what truly matters in the grand scheme. Conclusion. Ultimately, the psychology of money illuminates the fact that true financial success isn't just about numbers and formulas, it's about understanding oneself, making rational choices, and finding a balance between financial security and life satisfaction. The book's lessons encourage a holistic view of wealth that goes beyond material possessions, highlighting the significance of control over one's time, contentment, and the ability to weather setbacks. As readers internalize these lessons, they are empowered to build a more secure, fulfilling, and resilient financial future.